I feel like, because having lived here, sometimes I feel like the people of Northwest Arkansas are under themselves in the state. It's like they're almost cut off from Little Rock. So, that's one reason why I wanted to come up here first, because I feel like Northwest Arkansas is a little jewel, and I feel like it's a key to the state. So, I think it's definitely needed for us to take a good look at what's going on up here. And I think it's time for the citizens to be a little more proactive. And I want to talk a little bit about what we can do tonight to curb this, because basically what this takes is just a few good people. Now, I'm Jeannie Burlsworth, and I'm chairman of Secure Arkansas. That's Jennifer Hansen over there. She's secretary. She has accounts up here, so she comes here quite often. She used to live in Rogers also. This is Kenny. Keep Arkansas Legal. He's the one that exposed Dustin McDaniel's campaign records that may just lead to his defeat when it comes time. And I'll tell you what we're looking for too. We're trying to take a proactive stance now with candidates and elected officials. And I want to encourage you all here tonight that things are rolling in the state. Things are looking up, things are looking good. How many times have you all called your congressman or senator or representative and said, it does no good to call, it does no good to write, it doesn't do a bit of good? They're not hearing me. Well, let me say that they're going to hear now. Because what happens is when we get proactive, and we all coalesce together, and that's what caused Secure Arkansas to be so successful, is when we coalesced with many different groups that were already taking a proactive stance against illegal alien activity in our state. And Kenny, he might be my son's age, but I want to tell you, he was involved in this battle long before I came on the scene. So if you want to go to his website and check out what he might put on YouTube, it's Keep Arkansas Legal, if you want to write that down, because he's going to be posting, many different things. Now, I feel like that we can, with just a few good people in Washington and Benton County, taking a stance against the illegal alien activity, because I could not believe what I read when I found out that Springdale is 1/3, if that's true.
Right on key.
Well, what are we doing here? I mean, that's why we have to be focused, because, we're citizens here. We're, like I said, here in Arkansas, I was born here in Arkansas. I had nowhere else to go. I did, and I confess, moved from Rogers because I got a little concerned, especially my grandkids coming up, but from Little Rock to visit me. But I gotta say, we have nowhere else to go. So we have to take a stand, and all we are wanting is for the immigration policy that we already have in place to be enforced. We're simply asking, let's go through proper procedure, because what's happened, we have literally been invaded, and we're in a crisis situation here. We have literally been invaded, and our economy is not stabilized from it. Our tax dollar is going right and left. We're not the bottomless pit here. And this is what is concerned a lot of the citizens. You can take a look around you and see that our economy is going down, down, down every day. The middle class standard of living is going down, down, down. Americans are being robbed of their jobs, literally.
Absolutely.
Literally robbed of their jobs. And one thing, when I first took on this organization, I started getting calls immediately. So all of the calm pills, the propaganda that you've been fed on calm down, everything's okay, no, it isn't. Our economy is not okay, and it will lead back to a lot of illegal alien activity. And we're forgetting it's against the law, and we do not need a double standard. One set of laws for our citizens, and then another set of laws pandering to illegal aliens. A felony is a felony. Breaking the law is breaking the law. And by the way, when they pass out these voter ID cards, the matricular cards, according to the Mexican consulate, those are to be used in Mexico to vote. And so we don't need dual citizens. I mean, if you immigrate to our country and you've done it legally, then basically you've gone through the proper background check, you've gone through a criminal check, you've gone through a health check, you've gone through the proper, you've learned English, you've looked at our Constitution. You know, I think this is very important because the traditional American has values. When our flag waves, we adore saying a Pledge of Allegiance. We adore singing My Country 'Tis of Thee. And it's one allegiance and one allegiance only. And immigrants, when they say, well, we're all immigrants, well, just listen to this. The immigrants that immigrated, that came through Ellis Island, remember, they left their country and their allegiance was to America. That's where their allegiance was. They didn't have dual citizenship. So, you know, this is important, that we take a look at a proper immigration policy. We take a look at the candidates that's running. We take a look at the elected officials and their voting records and their contributions, who's been contributing to their campaign, and take a look at it, and let's assess what needs to be done here in our state. And I think this is just common sense policy. We're not asking, I don't feel like, for much of anything. What's wrong with, and this is in the governor's responsibility to do this, but what's wrong with tracking our taxpayer dollar, seeing how much we're giving to illegal aliens? How much? What's wrong with that? Do you want to know? Now, we've got a lot of things that I feel like it can be done, and I want to talk a little bit about where Secure Arkansas has been and where Secure Arkansas is going. But if you'll look around the demographic, our demographic landscape is changing, and it's concerned me because the most rapid increase in the Hispanic population is right here in Northwest Arkansas. I mean, I'm telling you what, it's something. And we have to hold our elected officials responsible for this. We have to hold our governor responsible for this. And the governor that preceded him responsible for this. Now, each state, I'm in communication with many different states here in the United States, but Oklahoma, Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, they just passed E-Verify, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think anyone in the House voted against it. They wanted to pass E-Verify, and I think there was 8 people in the House that voted against it, was all. Now, can you see how each state is doing something? I mean, they're passing immigration reform right and left, and the message that the other states wanted me to bring to you all is tell Arkansas to hold the line. What does that mean? That means they worked hard to get where they got in their state. They worked hard. Carol Helms, chairman over there in Oklahoma, she's just one of the sweetest ladies, and I enjoy visiting with her so much. She said, I just want to tell you, it took a lot of hard work, a lot of patience, but she said we finally got something done. And I feel like that we can too. Look how far that we have come since, well, basically this was founded in March. We got certified in May. We got 56,000 signatures by July. I mean, talking about scramble, but we did. Part of the people, now this is not a rally. Last night was not a rally. Basically, what I wanted to do is basically open it up to the public, and if you want to come in and you want to voice your concerns, because this is healthy for you. This is a hot button issue, and the citizens need somewhere to go with all this.